gentlemen, it is the 2025 college basketball. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 2025 Men's College Basketball National Championship game between the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougars. Who will win the 2025 National Championship and claim the bragging rights and be called the National Champions? We're about to find out. So Houston starts it off with 2 points. 2-0 Houston right now. If you're just joining us as the game just started, Houston with the ball. I forgot to write down the rosters. Houston for three. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound by the Cougars. A deep three from the logo. Off the mark. Another offensive rebound for the Cougars. Driving into the paint, driving to the rim. It's blocked. Blocked by Florida. What a play by the Gators. Here come the Gators with a dunk. Ho, ho, ho. Wow. Gator possession. The possession arrow favors the Gators. 2-2. I will get the rosters written down at the half. Here we go. Cougars with the ball. And steal! Recovered by the Cougars. 17:44 to go in the first half. Cougars with the ball driving to the paint. Floater. Good. Got it. Florida blocked. And he's fouled. Roberts picks up the personal. So Houston has its first team foul of the game. This game is being played at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, home of the UTSA Roadrunners and the San Antonio Brahmas of the UFL. Alex Condon, sophomores, 6'11", birthplace, Australia, taking the free throws for Florida. He makes the first. From Perth, Australia. In the NCAA tournament, 6.2 points a game, 38.4 field goal percentage. Condon for his second shot. He makes them both. Tie game. He had only 1 point all game against Auburn. He fouled out. Cougars with the ball at half court. The Cougars with the ball around the 3-point line. Thought about a step back, didn't, passed it in. Floater doesn't go. Offensive rebound, no. Florida rebound with the rebound. The Florida Gators, here come the Gators. Pass around the arc. Florida into the paint, and a foul is called on Houston. $17:02 to go here in the first half of the college basketball national championship. I've been playing a bit of college football 25 on cloud gaming on Xbox One. That's why I just got to the championship with Michigan State. Anyways, Florida, the dunk doesn't go, rebound doesn't go. Cougar basketball. Wow. Wow. Denied on the dunk. That's insane. Wow. The Cougars dribbling around 3-point arc, pass in, floater goes. 6-4 Cougars with 16:35 to go in the first half of play here in the men's national championship game. The Yukon Huskies women's team. Oh, what a dunk! Whoa. Uh-oh. Tugler for the Cougars is hurt. Ooh, that hurts. So, Shinya goes to the bench for the Gators. The Cougars with the ball right now around the arc. At the top of the arc, Cougars dribbling it into the paint. And the dunk doesn't go. Rebound Cougars. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound Cougars. And they miss it again. Rebound. Here come the Gators. And they bobble the pass. Here come the Cougars. For 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Houston. Deep 3 for the Cougars. Off the mark. Rebound by the Gators. The Gators with the rebound. The Cougars have 5 rebounds. Florida puts it up and they take the lead. 5 offensive rebounds today so far for the Cougars, while the Gators have just 1. In about 5 minutes of play, here come the Cougars inside the paint. Floater goes, and we're tied again. Here come the Gators. Gators. What a pass, and it goes out of bounds. Cougar basketball. Second turnover. Gators and Cougars all tied up at 8. And as 5 minutes have gone by in this year's national championship game. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Feel free to vote in the poll with who you think will win. What did I just do? Sign into chat. All right, poll. So the UConn women's team annihilated South Carolina yesterday in the national championship for the women. They won by 23. Let me pull up the score real quick of that because it was a doozy. If you're a South Carolina fan, that was a doozy to watch. That was awful for South Carolina fans. And no, I'm not sorry about that. Go Huskies. UConn won 82-59. They won by 23. Gino Auriemma picks up his 12th national title with UConn in his 40-year tenure at UConn. He is 12-1 in the national championship game, with his only loss being to South Carolina in the championship game a few years ago. They got their revenge on him just yesterday, and Alex Ovechkin will get into that later. I won't spoil it, but I'll say right now. Alex Ovechkin has passed Wayne Gretzky and is the all-time NHL goal scoring leader, with 895. I will give you my call of that goal at the half. $15:05 to go in this first half of play. Denzel Aberdeen in the game now for the Gators. Houston with the ball at the on the Final Four logo of the court. Houston around the arc, passing into the paint. Whoa, what a dunk! Wow! Whoa! Here come the Gators now after that insane dunk through two bodies. Here come the Gators. Gators around the arc for three, and it doesn't go. It doesn't even hit the rim. Rebound by the Cougars. Here come the Cougars now. Passing along the arc for three. Off the mark. Rebound by the Gators. Here comes Florida now the other way. Florida with it at the end of the logo. Deep three off the mark by a lot. And a putback by the Gators. And we're tied again at 10. 6 minutes have gone by in this first half of play. 14 minutes left to go. 6 minutes have gone by. Cougars with the ball at the Final Four logo. Houston with the ball around at the arc. Houston driving into the paint. Houston with it. Houston floater doesn't go, off the mark and out of bounds, and it is out of bounds, and I don't know whose ball it is. I did not see where the ref went. What a dunk by Houston, but through a defender. That was, and he did it one-handed too. Javier Francis, 6 points in a game, 64 field goal percentage this tournament, and it is Gator basketball. The officials got together and they determined it went out last on Houston. Here come the Gators now. Will Clayton Jr., or not Will Clayton, I don't know. Clayton Jr. for the Gators has no points in this game. Here come the Gators. Backwards passing. Wow, they got lucky on that. They thought about a three. Driving. Steal by the Cougars. Whoa. Turnover by the Gators. Here come the Cougars now. Turnovers, none for the Cougars. 3 for the Gators. For 3, Houston. Well off the mark, and they try to save it, and it goes out of bounds. And they just made a deep 3 after the refs blew the whistle to signal out of bounds. 10-10 is the score with 13-12 to go in this first half, if you're just joining us. Richard back in, replacing Martin. On the court for the Gators, Clayton Jr., Richard, Hulk, Aberdeen, and Condon. Clayton with the ball. Pass back to Clayton. Clayton for a deep 3. Off the mark, doesn't go. Rebound by the Cougars. Francis with the rebound. Houston thought about a 3. Driving. Houston around the arc. Houston still around the arc, dribbling backwards. Dribbling into the arc, picks up his dribble. Passing now, pass back to number 7 of Houston. Number 7 of Houston around the arc. Driving into the paint. Floater. Good. Teardrop. Using with that bucket for the Cougars. Gators with it around the arc. Almost lost it there. Picks up his dribble. And then passes it. Passes back. Pass again around the arc. Deep 3. Good. It doesn't go, but it's a travel. It goes, but it's a travel. That's another turnover for the Gators here in this game. Here come the Cougars now, following the turnover by Florida. It's their 4th of the game. Uzan, Wilson, Tugler, Roberts, and Arkanechik. I don't know how to say that last one, but that's who's on the court for the Cougars right now. Houston almost loses it. They keep it in bounds. Houston, almost an over and back. Houston for a deep 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by the Gators. Here come the Florida Gators. They beat the overall 1 seed Auburn. And saved by Houston on an air ball 3-point attempt by the Gators. Here come the Cougars. 5 turnovers for Florida. Houston for 3. Off the mark. Rebound by the Gators. 0 of 8 for the Cougars from downtown. The Cougars are 0 of 8 from downtown. The Gators are 0 of 5 from downtown in this one. Here come the Gators. Floater. Off the mark. Doesn't go. Rebound by Houston. Roberts with the rebound. Juwan Roberts. Here's Roberts with it now. Rock fight? What? Roberts. Floater. Good. It's a 4-point lead for the Cougars. Florida pushing. Florida almost loses it. Scoring drought for the Gators. No points in the last almost 4 minutes. And foul on the floor. Foul on Joseph Tugler. If it's on Tugler, it is number 2. And that'll bring us to a TV timeout. With 10:18 to play in the first half of the 2025 Men's National Championship game. It is the Houston Cougars 14, Florida Gators 10. I will be right back. I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm really thirsty. All right. So if you're just joining us, we're at an official TV timeout. Houston leads it 14-10. As you can see on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. What's up, Gabe Brudder? How's it going? You doing all right? Glad you're with us. You doing all right? Feel free to chat. I'm doing my best to respond. I'll split my screen. So, as we're just about to resume, we've got LJ Cryer subbing in for Houston, Xavier Francis, and Walter Clayton subbing out for Florida. Elijah Martin subbing in for Florida as well. Sasquatch State. What conference are they in? Who is Houston's coach talking about? Gators with the ball. Steal by the Cougars. Here they come. Puts it up. And it's good. It's good. So, here we go. Gators with it now. Trailing by 6. Wilson, 6 games with 10-plus points this tournament, I think. Or something. Either this season or this tournament. Here are the Gators around the arc. Gators at the 3-point arc. Gators pull back 3. Doesn't go. Rebound, Florida. Passing it out. From long range 3. Good! 16-13, Houston. That's the first 3-pointer of the entire game for either team. Houston with it around the arc, driving into the paint. Houston dribbling in the paint. Jumper, no, floater, goes. 18-13. Here come the Gators now. Gators at the arc. Deep 3. Good! That's the second 3-pointer of the game for between both teams. Richard with it. 6 points and 2 field goals. Both are 3-pointers. Here are the Cougars now. Only their lead has been cut to 2. Cougars in the paint. Once again, Chinyalu puts it up. Bang, bang. Javia Francis. 20-16, Houston. 8:26 to go in the first half. Here are the Gators now with it. Almost lost it. Gators have it. Saved by Aberdeen. Gators in the paint. Looking 3. Travel, and it doesn't matter. It was off the mark anyways. Houston right now, according to ESPN, has a 70.6% chance to win. Here we go. 8 minutes to go in this first half. 20-16, Houston. Steal by the Gators. Here come the Gators. What a play, and it's blocked. What a block by the Cougars. Here comes Houston. The other way. Cryer. Block. Gator basketball. Wow, what a turn of events right there. What a sequence right there. 7:42 to go. It's a 4-point lead for the Cougars here in the national championship. Houston with a 70.7% chance to win according to ESPN right now. So the Wild yesterday picked up a much-needed 2 points with an overtime win against the Dallas Stars. In overtime. Thank God we won that one. We needed that big time. So I'm going to go over my surprise of the year for the NHL at halftime. But I'll give you a hint. It's a team who you wouldn't expect. Florida has 7 turnovers in this first half already. Houston has a lot less than that. Houston has 4 points off of those 7 turnovers today. Florida coming off a huge win against Auburn. And Houston's coming off of a come from behind victory in the last 34 seconds against Duke to advance to their 4th national title game in school history as Florida makes this one go. Coming back from the break. A 2-point game, Houston leads. 7:20 remaining in the first half. Houston with the ball at the arc. Roberts, he's fouled! HOU is fouled. Jawan Roberts today is 2 points, 1 for 5 from the field, and 4 rebounds. He will be shooting 2. He makes the first. Now a 3-point game. I am honestly surprised Duke is not in this game right now. I am genuinely surprised. Jawan Roberts. Here we go, and he misses it. Rebound by the Gators. Here are the Gators dribbling around the arc. Gators with it. Here come the Gators around the arc. Still around the arc, passing around the block. Or not block, the arc. Here are the Gators. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3, 2. Gators got to put it up. Blocked by the Cougars. And no, they're going to rule a shot clock violation. Here come the Cougars now with just over 6.5 to play in this first half of the national championship. 7 field goals for the Gators and 8 turnovers in this first half for the Gators. Houston for 3, off the mark, well off the mark, for that matter of fact. Gators, here they come. 3-point field goals. Cougars 0 of 8. Gators 2 of 8. Here come the Gators. Gators for 3. Bang! Bang! Tie game! We're tied! Tied at 21 in the national championship. Here are the Cougars now. Here comes Houston. Houston around the arc. Houston for deep 3! Oh, wow! What a play by Houston! They got it from the logo. 24-21 Cougars. Gators blocked by the Cougars. Francis is rejected. And the alley-oop for the Cougars. It's good. It's a 26-21 lead. Whoa! What a stop by Houston. Possession arrow favors the Gators on this tie-up. Wow! Wow! What a sequence of events right there. Holy crap. Florida basketball. Florida floater off the mark. Rebound by the Cougars. Here comes Houston up by 5. Cougars look for 3. Fires and banks it in. It's 29-21 Houston. Here come the Gators. 8-0 run in the last minute for the Cougars. Florida with it. Timeout, Florida. Travel on continent. Timeout, Florida. I think it was timeout. I think they took a timeout. According to ESPN, it says they took a timeout. The Predators clinched a playoff spot. Oh, that's last year. I'm thinking that's this year. Okay, yeah, the Predators suck this year. They don't, they're not bad. They suck this year. Alrighty, so we have 4:46 to play in the first half of the college basketball men's national championship. Houston is an 83.2% chance to win, according to ESPN. You're listening / watching to radio style coverage of the 2025 men's college basketball national championship game on Unsportable Nation, a YouTube home of college basketball for Michigan State, Minnesota, and UConn, as well as some occasional March Madness, maybe some college hockey here and there, the NHL, some NHL, some NBA, some college baseball, the MLB, and once the NFL season rolls around, Minnesota Vikings and Buffalo Bills games throughout the season, and as well as some playoff games, and Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara at Levi Stadium and home of the San Francisco 49ers. Walter Clayton. Career high 34 points in national championship semifinals, or the national semifinals against Auburn. Here are the Cougars now with it around the arc. Here are the Cougars. Cougars driving. Here are the Cougars. Floater. Doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. No! Ripped out of the hands of Houston by the Gators. Here comes Florida. Go Gators. Respect it. And it goes! 2-pointer for the Gators. It is a 6-point game. Feel free to vote in the poll that I put in the chat. All right, Cougars with it around the arc. Outside the arc. Deep three for the Cougars. Off the mark. And the Gators are going to let it go out of bounds. Houston, possession arrow now favors the Cougars. (29-23) Houston with 3:41 to go in the first half of the national championship. God, we're back again. The ad that I'm hearing right now is has Backstreet's Back, or Everybody by Backstreet Boys. Everybody, yeah, rock your body right. Backstreet's back, all right. Oh my God, we're back again. Gonna bring the flavor, show you how. I'm gonna get copyrighted if I keep trying to sing that. I swear to God. So, we'll dial it down a little bit. There we go. Well, dial it up a bit. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Alrighty. No, we'll dial it down a bit. That's a bit too loud. Bang! 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 Okay, good. I needed to make sure the, whenever I'm like, bang! That gets into the O a lot. Bang! 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 Whatever. Screw it. We'll just turn down that. There. Okay. That's what it is. I thought it was this thing. No. I'm going to stop messing with this, and I'm just going to do, yeah. Whatever. You get the gist. Trying to find love's due. I'm going to get copyrighted if I keep singing Maroon 5. Saturday and Sunday expanded hours from 12 to 2 Eastern and 2 to 7 Eastern. The Masters. Jim Nance is in attendance supporting his alma mater. Jim Nance is repping Houston in the crowd tonight. Here come the Gators. Gators floater, and it is stolen by the Cougars and out of bounds on Houston. Nice screen, good! Shooting with confidence are the Gators tonight. As they should be, it's the last game of the college basketball season for this year, and it's the national championship. So if you're going to be shooting confidently, it better be tonight. 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half of the national championship. Houston around the arc. Houston 3 on the shot clock. Houston, they don't realize that they put up a long 3. Off the mark, doesn't go. Rebound by Florida. Here come the Gators. Gators with it around the arc. Passing it into the paint. Put up. Chinyalud doesn't go. Rebound by Houston. 2:27 to go in this first half of action. Houston floater in and out of the rim. Rebound by the Gators. Here come the Gators. Clayton trying to get to the rim. He's cut off. Here come the Gators. They try to put up a shot. He's all smothered. Deep three for the Gators. In and out of the rim. Rebound by Houston. Here come the Cougars now. 13 made field goals and 1 turnover for the Cougars tonight in this first half of the college basketball national championship game. Under 2 minutes ago in the first half of action. Here are the Cougars now around the three-point arc. Houston at the arc, driving in the paint, floater, jumper, it's good! 31-25 Houston. LJ Cryer, 5 points and is 2 for 5 from the field. Three-pointer for Florida, hits the rim and out of bounds on Florida. My mic is still quiet. How about now? Is that better? Spencer, is that better? Or no? Is that better? I think it might be. Stat pack. Whoa, that is really loud in my ear. 31-25. Houston leads. I can see the chat on the left-hand side of my screen. So if you want to send a message instead, I'll see it. Is it better now? And it doesn't go! Houston with the rebound. Or no, Florida with the rebound. I am all over the place right now. Florida deep three. Bang! If my mic ever is too loud or too quiet, let me know and I'll do my best to fix that. 38 seconds to go in this first half of action. Houston leads it by 3. Timeout by Houston. 3-point Cougar lead. Mike's all good? All right, we're good to go. So, at halftime, I will give you my call of the Alex Ovechkin record-setting goal. Alamo Dome is a really nice stadium on the outside. It looks beautiful. It really does. This is an all-sports channel. (31-28). Houston with the ball to inbound. 34 seconds go till half. Houston inbounds it. 30 seconds to play in this first half. Houston with it around the arc. Houston 10 to shoot on the clock. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Houston for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Houston. They put it back up at the buzzer of the shot clock. Doesn't go. Gator basketball 12 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. Nine seconds to go in this first half. Florida with it around the arc. Florida. 3, 2, 1. They put it up at the buzzer. It doesn't go. We have hit halftime. Houston 31. Gators 28. All right, so now that we're at halftime, I will give you my call of the Alexander Ovechkin record-setting goal. I have wanted to. I did something like that just off camera while I was watching it, because I wasn't calling it. I was playing some college football while watching the game. So I'll give you my call of it right now. So, oh, that's not the goal. That's just a celebration. Nope, I gotta watch the full highlights. So, the Capitals with the puck in their own zone. Capitals on the power play. Capitals on the Ovechkin and the Capitals on the power play. Here come the Capitals. Pass to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with the one-timer. He shoots. He scores! He scores! Over. I screwed that up again. Florida needs to start taking twos and not threes. I agree. I'm gonna rerun the Ovechkin goal call again. Well, Ovechkin and the Capitals on the power play. Here come the Capitals. Capitals pass it to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with the one-timer. He shoots. He scores! He scores! He scores! He breaks the record! Number 895! 895 goals on his career for Alexander Ovechkin. He passes Wayne Gretzky in the same number of games played in his career as Gretzky had. Alexander Ovechkin with an insane one-timer gets him his 895th career goal, and he did it against a goalie who he had never scored against in his career before. And he is now all alone at the top of the leaderboard in career goals, ahead of Wayne Gretzky. Alex Ovechkin with the power play goal, very fitting for that, to be on a power play. Like, really fitting. Yeah, Spencer, no, you are right. Florida needs to start taking a lot more twos instead of threes. That's true. You're going to say the same about Houston. Because Houston, I don't think, has hit many threes. I think they've only hit like 2 this entire half. Full box score. Team stats. 3-point shots today. Florida's 4 of 14 from 3. Houston is 2 of 14 from downtown. Both teams need to start taking 2-pointers. Or else this is going to be a very low-scoring game. It's not what we want for the national championship. That is not what we want for the championship. Not what we want at all. We want madness. Madness. That's what we want. Let's see. What's the poll looking like? 4 votes, all in favor of Houston. Okay. I mean, I can see that. I honestly see that. I mean, Houston is winning right now. Florida has too many turnovers. That is for sure. Florida, let me see how many turnovers I have. Last I saw it was 7. Florida, turnovers. Does it show me? 9 turnovers for the Gators and 2 for Houston. Points off turnovers, Florida with 2, Houston with 4. Yeesh. So, am I going to get the roster? No. I'm going to make something real quick. Let's see all. Dum. Chinyalu. I'm going to split my screen so I can see the chat at the same time as while I'm making what I'm making right now. Trying to find what I was doing. Ain't no baby, know what you doing. I'm probably combining like 6 different songs into one. It's probably going to get me copyrighted at some point, sooner or later, but whatever, we're here for it. Did Houston beat Tennessee or did they beat Kentucky? Let me look at the bracket. Okay, so it was Tennessee. Okay, so Tennessee beat Kentucky. Did they beat Kentucky or did they murder Kentucky? There's a difference. They murdered Kentucky. Okay. Bama and BYU. It was Alabama. And then Duke and Arizona was Duke. And Duke, Alabama was Duke. Then Houston and Duke. Or Houston and Tennessee, it was Houston. And then Texas Tech and Florida was Florida. Duh. Then Auburn and Michigan State, it was Auburn, unfortunately. Florida and Auburn, it was Florida. And then Houston and Duke, it was Houston. Do you think Florida will make it next year to the tournament or the championship? So there's a difference there. Right now, since it's halftime, we can do a Q&A. I don't care. Screw it, why not? I'm all for it. Because I think they will make the tournament again next year. Tournament, yes. Championship, I'd have to see them play next year. Like how they do next season. Because with Michigan State and how they're doing, and realistically, every team that made the turn, like all the good, like all the like really like good teams like St. John's, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Maryland, UConn, Michigan State, Iowa State, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Michigan, Creighton, Auburn, Bama, BYU, Arizona, Duke, Houston, Purdue, Kentucky, Tennessee, UCLA, Illinois, Gonzaga, Wisconsin, Arizona, Baylor, and Oregon. It's going to be interesting with all those teams. See how if Florida could make it back to the championship. Could they? Yes. Do I think they will? No. But we never know. But it definitely will be interesting to watch them play next year. Ow, my foot is asleep and I'm not even on it. Ow. It hurts to move my foot. God dang it. Ow. Flap! I'm curious, what do you guys think of the goal call that I had for Alexander Ovechkin's record-breaking goal? I'm curious as to what you guys think of that. I think of the call that I had on it. How many UF? I don't know how many Florida players are coming back. I'd assume a lot of them. I think a lot of Florida players will come back if they're not stupid. And Michigan State, all but six right now. We're losing three seniors to graduation, and at least two to the transfer portal. Probably three though, with Holloman entering the portal. Thank you. You're like one of the few people who have actually like complimented my voice during like on something. Like if I ask for an opinion on it, usually whenever I ask that, nobody answers. So thank you for answering it. Honestly, like thank you. Much love, man. I appreciate you, Spencer. I appreciate you. You're a real one. That's for sure. Are you a Florida fan, Spencer? Or what? If not, what school are you a fan of? Just curious. And if you have more than one, what schools are you a fan of? 'Cause I'm a fan of three schools. I'm a fan of Michigan State, Minnesota, and UConn. Florida and Wisconsin. All right. I respect that. I respect that. I really respect that. I got a couple I got a couple of friends who are Wisconsin fans. I have one who's a Gators fan because they live in Florida. So I know some Wisconsin Badger fans, and I know a Gators fan, and now you're another Gator fan and another Badger fan. So yeah, much respect for those two schools. A lot of respect. A lot of respect for the two schools. I'm gonna check this channel real quick. All right, how are things looking over here? YouTube channel dashboard. Da, 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 da. Okay, not horrible, honestly. A lot better than I thought. Hey, let me tell you something. You gotta believe. So that's one thing I learned as a sports fan, especially being a Vikings and Bills fan, a Wild and Sabres fan, a Timberwolves fan, a Twins and Braves fan, a Michigan State, University of Minnesota, and a UConn fan. You gotta believe. You just gotta believe. If you believe, good things might happen, and a lot of the times, good things do happen. If all you have to do is believe. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes they don't. But you gotta believe. I think Florida could. I actually think Florida will. I actually think Florida's gonna win. But but that's yeah. We'll see. And I'm a Braves. When I was a Braves fan in 2021, I didn't think we'd win the. I didn't think we were gonna win the World Series. But I believed. I believed in the Braves. And what did we do? We brought home a World Series title in 2021. All you've got to do is believe, because you never know what could happen. That is insane. It's also insane that it's also Dusty May's first year at Michigan, which is insane. Because they went from dead last in the Big Ten last year to Sweet 16 this year. That's just absurd. The Alamo Dome's such a beautiful stadium. Oh my god. Woo. So, first half stats, 11 for 29 from the field for the Gators, 4 offensive rebounds, 7 second chance points, 9 turnovers, and 4 bench points for the Gators, 31 points for the Cougars, 14 of 37 from the field, 6 offensive rebounds, no second chance points, 2 points off of turnovers, and 13 bench points for the Cougars. Who's number 5 for the Gators? I have no idea. Richard has 14 of the Gators' 28 points. That's half of their points. So, Florida, they were down 8 at one point against Auburn, and they ended up beating Auburn. So, and they're only down 3 right now. So, it's not out of the woods yet for the Gators. They're not out of the ordinary for the Gators to win this. Not at all. Sleeping Stars, 24 point. I have no. Okay. Walter Clayton Jr. and LJ Cryer, Sleeping Stars. 24.6 points per game in the tournament for Clayton and 18.6 points per game for Cryer. No points to today. I think that means today. I don't know. Here we go. Are you ready to crown a champion? The second half is underway. Possession arrow favors the Gators. Cryer looking around the arc. Nope, not Cryer. Roberts puts it up, and Gators are fouled. No, they are fouled. No, they're not fouled. They cause a foul. They committed a foul. That's what why couldn't I think of the words there? Whatever. We got there. It's like the Falcons. They used they used the wrong formula, but somehow got the right answer eventually. Cougars for 3. Bang! It's good. Blocked by Houston. Wow. Here come the Cougars now. Houston for 3. It's blocked. Rejected by Clayton. And out of bounds on the Gators. 19 minutes to go in the second half. Houston inbounds. 6-point lead for the Cougars. Here are the Cougars around the arc. Cougars passing around. Number 21 of the Cougars with it. Now to 13. I think that's Roberts. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound by the Gators. Here comes Florida. And a dunk! Shows off the strength. Flexing his strength there, Alex Condon. Houston for 3. Off the mark. Doesn't go. Rebound, Florida. Rebound, Shinyolu. Here come the Gators. Clayton. And travel. And a travel on Florida. Not a travel, no, a foul on Florida. The foul was on Condon. Here are the Cougars now around the arc. Cougars. Floater. And fouled. And it doesn't go, but the Cougars will shoot 2. Cougars will shoot 2. Uzan at the free throw line. Milo's Uzan at the free throw line. 4 points tonight. Makes the first. Houston. Second shot. Good. It's 36-30. Houston leads. Gators with the ball around the arc. 36-30. Houston lead. And an offensive foul on the Gators. Gators had 1 foul in the first half. And they already have 4 in this second half, and we're not even 3 minutes in. There were only 4 total fouls in the first half between both teams. And Houston with the ball in the paint. Contact inside, and foul on Florida. That's their 5th of the half. Wow. That's nuts. That's insane. Oh, Lord. Florida might be in trouble. So Houston's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Houston makes the first free throw. And they make the second. No, they don't make the second free throw. They don't make it. 7-point lead for the Cougars. Another foul on the Gators puts Houston in the bonus. Houston maintains possession. Houston for 3. It's good! They make the 3-pointer. It's a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Largest lead tonight. Florida floater doesn't go. And Clayton, he draws the foul. Foul on the floor. Foul on Javier Francis. Foul on the floor. That's the first foul against Houston. Non-shooting foul. Gators put up a 3. It doesn't go. Foul on Francis again. That's the second foul in the span of a couple of seconds for the Cougars. For Francis, that is, as well. Here it is. Gators with it. Gators around the arc. Gators dribbling almost an over and back. Driving into the paint. And out of bounds, Houston basketball. 16:42 to go in the second half. Houston leads by 10. Houston with it around the three-point arc. Roberts. And it falls after bouncing around on top of the rim for a couple seconds. It goes. It's a 12-point lead. Largest lead continues to grow. Largest deficit of the tournament for Florida. Florida driving. Florida for three. Richard doesn't go. Rebound by Houston. Houston with it. Houston driving in the paint. Doesn't go. Rebound, Houston. They called timeout. Timeout, Cougars. It's only my 7th stream since the College Football National Championship. Wow. Florida looks terrible. They do look bad right now. This is the first championship game between the SEC and the Big 12 since 2012. Kentucky defeated Kansas 67 to 59. Houston with the inbound. It's a 12-point Houston lead. Houston with it in the paint, puts up a floater and doesn't go. Rebound by Florida. Here come the Gators now across half court. Oh, he got the dunk. Whoa, wow. Alex Condon, his 10th point of the game. Here come the Cougars now at the Final Four logo. There, Houston is stripped of the ball. Here come the Gators. Gators almost lose it. Gators put up a floater, and he's fouled. Foul called. Timeout. TV timeout. 14:57 to go in the second half. Did they make basketball cleats? Free throws for Clayton. Clayton hits the free throw. Clayton hits the free throw, cuts the lead to 8. Not foul. Here are the Cougars with it in the paint. Cougars with the basketball. Cougars jumper, awkward jumper, it falls! 10-point lead. But Gators floater doesn't go. Rebound, Houston! Wow, what a rebound. Here come the Gator, or not the Cougars. It's a 10-point Houston lead. Foul on Aberdeen. No, not Aberdeen. That is 17 fouls against Florida already in this half. Houston, first free throw, makes it. Houston is trying to do something they've never done before, and that is win the title. Rebound by Florida. Houston missed the free throw. Houston's lead is 11. Florida for three. Off the mark. Rebound, Florida. And a foul called on the floor against Houston. It's an 11-point lead for Houston. Coach K just caught a stray on the broadcast. So the previous play is under review for a possible flagrant. After review, the common foul is confirmed. I feel you, Spencer. I feel you. I'm a State fan and a Gophers fan and a Huskies fan. Michigan State would just shoot threes against Auburn because they felt like it, even though they weren't making them. We just shot twos. We actually could have beaten them. I try not to think about that because, yeah, I had State winning it all. So Florida at inbound. Florida driving and foul on Francis, number 5 on Houston. No, Spencer, I completely understand how you feel. I felt the same way watching Michigan State against Auburn. On the court for the Gators, Richard, Houck, Aberdeen, Martin, and Condon. Hold against Francis again. We didn't have this many fouls in the first half. We only had 4 total in the first half. That's 3 fouls in 9 seconds against Houston. Gators dribbling around. Gators looking around the arc. Aberdeen will take advantage. And good. Cuts the lead to 9. Denzel Aberdeen Houston has 5 players with 6 points tonight. Or 6 or more points tonight. Houston with the ball around the 3-point arc. Houston for 3. Doesn't go. It's off the mark. Rebound by Houston. Houston looking floater. Rebound Florida. Here come the Gators. Gators. Aberdeen with it, passing around the arc. Number 21 with it for Florida. Passing to number 15 for 3. Book it! He got it! The lead is now 6. I agree. Here comes Houston with it. Houston with it around the 3-point arc. Houston almost lost at 7 to shoot. And it's blocked! Rebound by Florida. Here they come. And one! The bucket, and he drew the foul. Whoa! And just like that, it's a 4-point game. Just like that, the lead has been cut from 12 to 4. Timeout, Houston. Houston is down to 1 timeout remaining. That is the 7th foul against Houston this half. And that puts Florida in the bonus. Florida to shoot free throws when the game resumes. The Capital One commercials during March Madness are awesome. Still in a timeout. Walter Clayton's not doing well. That's for sure. 7-0 run for the Gators in the last 2 minutes and 1 second. It's a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Thomas Hauk makes it. It's a 3-point game. 3-point game. Cryer, Uzan, Wilson, Tugler, and Sharp on the floor for the Cougars. Here's Houston with it around the arc. Houston, step back three. Off the mark, rebound, Florida. Here comes Florida. Florida. Houston's on to 1 timeout. Florida for 3. Doesn't go. Houston with the rebound. Houston for 3. Book it. He got it. It's a 6-point lead now for the Cougars. Here are the Gators with it now. Florida driving in. He missed it. And foul on Houston. That's their 8th foul as a team. 8th foul as a team this half. Well, I don't know. The last thing you want to do is leave Cryer open. The last thing you want to do is leave LJ Cryer open. 2 shots for the Gators. Malik Wilson guilty of the foul. Misses the first. Florida, they came back from 6 against UConn. Came back down 10 against Texas Tech and came back from down 9 against Auburn. Second shot doesn't go. Rebound, Houston. 11 minutes to go in the championship game. Houston dribbling around the arc. Houston driving into the paint. Puts up a floater off the mark. Rebound, Florida. Here come the Gators. Martin for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, Florida. No, rebound, Houston. On the putback. Rebound, Houston. Here come... I've seen worse rebounding teams, but whatever. Houston, the 3-pointer doesn't go. Rebound, Florida. Florida for 3. Clayton off the mark. He rebound, Houston. Here are the Cougars with it. We are halfway through the second half. Who will be our national champion? The next 10 minutes will determine that unless we need overtime. Here comes Houston. Clock down to 3. They don't realize it. They get it off and it doesn't go. Almost a shot clock violation. Clayton got fouled on that 3-point shot, but the refs didn't see it. Here are the Gators with it. Florida's missed their last 4 field goals. Florida throws it away to Houston. Turnover for the Gators. The turnovers are killing the Gators in this game. Like, it's not even funny. It's how bad it's hurting the Gators in this game. Here come the Cougars. Floater doesn't go. Rebound, Houston. Then Cryer misses off the mark. Rebound, Florida, and they draw the foul. Tugler has his 4th, picks up his 4th personal. And Florida will go to the line to shoot 2. Tugler has 4 points and 4 fouls and is now making his way to the Houston bench. Florida makes their way to the line to shoot 2. Aberdeen makes the first. Aberdeen is a 71% free throw shooter on the season. He makes them both. Yeah. Lead is now down to 4. Houston with it. Under 9 minutes to play. Houston around the 3-point arc. Under 10 on the shot clock. 6-2 puts up a jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound by Chinyalu. Clayton. Florida. Martin. Inside. Chinyalu. The 2-pointer doesn't go. Foul on Francis. That's his 4th. Chinyalu will go to the line to shoot. 4 fouls on Francis and Tugler. Both have 4. Ruben Chinyalu. He misses the first free throw. Here comes Arsenal for Houston. As Francis checks out. 8:31 to go in the second half. Houston leads by 4. He makes the free throw. It's a 3-point game. 10 team fouls against Houston. Florida's in the bonus plus. Sharp with it. Roberts. And it's out of bounds. Turnover. Florida basketball. No, out of bounds on Florida. Houston basketball. 7 on the shot clock. Puts up a jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound. Florida. Here come the Gators. Gators. HOU. Arsenal puts it up. And it goes. And 1. It's a 1-point game. It's a 1-point game. Oh my goodness. Wow. We have a 1-point contest. Wow. Clayton makes it a 1-point game. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Florida's actually coming back. I don't want to jinx anything, but they're making progress. Let me catch you guys up on some MLB scores for the day. The Twins lost to the frickin' Royals. Of course we did. The Dodgers lost to the Nationals? The Nationals beat the Dodgers. Right. Because that makes sense. Okay. Mariners and Astros are tied at 0. Orioles lead the D-backs 2-0. Padres lead the Athletics 4-0. Yankees lost to the Tigers 6-2. Okay. Pirates beat the Cardinals 8-4. Nationals beat the Dodgers 6-4. Because that makes sense, right? Okay. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 6-2. Mets beat the Marlins 2-0. Cubs beat the Rangers 7-0. The Royals beat the Twins 4-2 because of course they did. Why can't the Twins ever do anything? Minnesota, Minnesota, Minnesota. Why do you guys suck? That is a mystery that may never be solved. Prediction for the World Series: Dodgers win it. Dodgers and Dodgers and as of right now, I'm gonna go with Dodgers and Yankees again. No, Dodgers and Red Sox. I'm gonna go Dodgers, Red Sox. Chance to tie it at the free throw line. Spencer, what is your World Series prediction? Yeah, they're doing good this year. I don't like that. I'm a Twins and Braves fan. I don't like the fact that the Tigers are doing good and the fact that the Braves, I think, are 1-8. Walter Clayton has a chance to tie the game right here. He ties it! Houston with it now. You have the Mets winning the World Series. I don't think the Tigers make the World Series. They're too young. They don't have the experience for the playoffs. Houston with the ball at half court. Houston driving into the paint. Houston, floater, doesn't go. Rebound, Houston. Roberts, and out of bounds. And I don't know whose ball it is. Houston, shot clock down to 3. Houston puts up a shot, doesn't go. Foul on Ruben Chinyalu. How is that a foul? That's not a foul. You blind son of a guns. Oh my god, that's not a foul. Technical foul on Chinyalu. That wasn't a foul. Oh my god. This is the national championship. Let them play. LJ Cryer at the free throw line. He makes the first one. Houston up by 1. He makes them both. Chinyalu's subbing out for Florida. He missed the free throw. Makes it. It's a 3-point game. The Houston coach looks like OJ Simpson. I mean, you're not wrong. Clayton draws the foul and an and one. A chance to tie the game again. Oh my goodness. And he ties it. 51 apiece. Largest lead of the night was 12. It is now cut down. And we're tied. Houston with it around the arc. Houston with 6:45 to go in the game. Houston. Floater, jumper doesn't go. Rebound, Florida. Here come the Gators with a chance to take the lead. Florida thought about a three. No, driving. Florida doesn't go. And no foul. Roberts. Houston thinking about a three. No. They take the jumper and they take the lead again. Florida driving. Florida. He ties the game again. Aberdeen ties it up with 6 minutes left. 53 all. Under 6 minutes to go in this second half. Houston deep three. Bang! He hit it. Oh my Lord. It's a 3-point contest. 56-53 Houston. Florida driving in the paint. Florida. HOU. Put up. 1-point game. Timeout. Florida with some time left. I'm gonna go get a quick drink. Houston has the ball up by 1. Oh, wow. Houston puts it up at 2. It goes. 3-point game. 58-55 Houston. Florida with it. 12 to shoot for the Gators. The Gators. Clayton, he's fouled. No, Richard is fouled. Cryer picks up his 3rd foul. has a chance to cut this to a 1-point game. He makes the first. Richard makes the first. And it makes it a 1-point game. 58-57 with 4:46 to go. Houston with it. Houston. Francis playing with 4 fouls. Houston driving. Houston missed. Put back. Good. It's a 3-point game again. Here come the Gators. Gators with it in the paint. Gators trail by 3 with just about 4 minutes to go. Richard with it. 9 to shoot. Florida driving. Florida puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound, Houston. 3:45 on the clock. Sharp defended by Aberdeen. Roll to the net. Here comes Houston. Shot clock down to 7. Houston puts up a jumper and TV timeout. And he stepped on the sideline. Turnover. LJ Cryer with a turnover. 60 to 57. Houston leads it with 3:24 to go in the national championship game. Blocked by Chinyelu. I can't believe Max Scherzer is a Blue Jay. Florida trails by 3. Florida has outscored Houston in the last, or 27-18 in the last, I think, 12 minutes. We have 3:24 left in the second half. Possession arrow favors the Gators. Florida for three. Bang! We're tied! We're tied! Oh, what a hit! Here come the Cougars now. Under 3 minutes to go. Time to shoot. Francis. 5 to shoot. Cryer puts up. Put back. It goes. Houston leads by 2. Rebound by Florida. 62-60. Cryer's got 19. Florida for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Florida. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Foul. He's fouled. And Florida will go to the line and shoot 2. Richard at the line, he hits the first. And makes them both. We're tied. We have our 11th tie of the night. And we got a foul. Condon holding on to Roberts. 2 shots for Juwan Roberts. Tugler at the free throw line. Houston now in the bonus plus. And he hits the first with 2:05 to go in the game. He misses the free throw. Rebound by Florida. Rebound by Richard. For 3, Gators off the mark. Roberts is there for the rebound. 1:50 to go. Houston's lead has been cut from 12 down to 1 here in the national championship. 1:40 on the clock. Houston leads by 1. Houston is not fouled. Houston shot. It's blocked. And out of bounds on the Gators. An opportunity here for the Cougars with 4.3 on the shot clock. They inbound it. Houston puts up. Doesn't go. Rebound Houston. And it knocked away. Out of bounds. Out of bounds on Houston. Gator basketball with 1:21 to play here in the second half of the national championship. Yeah, that's so. For reference, here's the basketball. Here's Florida's hand, and then I can't really do it that well. But here's the ball. Here's Florida's hand, and then here's Houston's hand. It was. That's the best way I could. Oh wait. And then so this is Houston's hand. Here's Florida's hand. So yeah, Florida basketball. It will be Florida basketball. If it's not, I'm gonna riot. We have a 1-point game in the national championship. Florida basketball. I didn't have a ball near me to try and recreate what just happened there, so we're gonna roll with that. 1:21 to play in the second half of the national championship. Houston's leads by 1, 63 to 62. Florida to inbound. Clayton stands in bounds. Here come the Gators. Florida down by 1. Florida goes. Florida tries to put it up. They put it up. It doesn't go. Rebound Florida. No, rebound Houston. And Uzam. Under a minute to play in the national championship. Houston holding on to a 1-point lead. Steal by Condon. Didn't have a chance. Clayton passes. Gonna put it up. Doesn't go. He's fouled. It's an and one. It's a 2-point play for potentially to tie it and potentially take the lead. Foul on Tugler. That's his 5th. He's fouled out. Tugler's out. He's fouled out. Tugler's fouled out. Oh my God. That's his 5th foul. Tugler. Oh my God. 46 and a half seconds left. Elijah Martin at the free throw line. He makes the first. It's a tie game. We're tied at 63. He has 1 shot left. Florida has led in this game for a grand total of 17 seconds. They lead again. 64 to 63. Florida first lead since it was 8 to 6. Florida. Timeout Gators. 46 seconds left on the clock in the national championship. I will be right back. Where's 46 and a half seconds left coming out of the timeout by Florida. Florida leads for the first time since it was 8 to 6 in the first half. They had led for a total before now for a grand total of 17 seconds. Down to 40 seconds. Houston down by 1. Cryer with it. Shot clock down to 15. Sharp using the screen. Sharp. Out of bounds! Florida basketball with 26 and a half left! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Spencer, are you still here? Spencer, are you still here? Spencer, are you still here? Previous out of bounds is under further review. What's going through your head right now? Oh my goodness, this is insane. What is going on? Houston. Oh my lord. It hit the knee of Sharp. It's out of bounds on Houston with 26 seconds left. Florida leads by 1. Oh my lord. Dude, it's 11:05 p.m. Eastern time. Shot clock is turned off. Florida will have possession. Waiting for the call from the official to make it to confirm that it is Florida basketball. That is off of Houston. After review, the out-of-bounds call is confirmed. Florida Gator basketball with 26.6 left. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? I don't know. Why did my voice just sound like Donald Trump? I don't know. I'm not trying to get political. I don't know why my voice sounded like that right then and there, but it did. At least I think it did. I don't know why. 26.6 to go in the game. 26.6 to go in the game. Florida inbound it. Florida inbounds it. Florida. Clayton with it. Ahead. And Houston fouls Florida. 19.7 left on the clock. Aberdeen at the line. He misses the first free throw. And Aberdeen hits the free throw. It's a 2-point game. Timeout by Houston. 19.7. Houston can't stop the clock with timeouts anymore. They can only foul. That is their last timeout of the game. We have a 2-point game in San Antonio. This is nuts. This is insane. I can't believe what's happening. You took the words right out of my mouth, Spencer. Florida 65, Houston 63. 19.7 to play. Houston inbounds it. 16 seconds left. The championship is on the line. Houston, why are they just standing around? 10 seconds to go. Houston, they're wasting time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They can't touch it. And that's it. The Florida Gators are the national champions. Oh, wow. The Florida Gators are the national champions. Oh, wow. Wow. Florida 65, Houston 63. The Florida Gators are the national champions. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you believe what you just saw? I can't believe what I just saw. Oh my God. Florida Gators win the national championship. The Florida Gators are your 2025 college basketball men's national champions. Oh my God. They actually came back. They actually did it. From 12 points down to winning by 2, the Florida Gators are the national champions. Spencer, what do you have to say? What did I tell you? You have to believe. You have to believe. And good things will happen. Good things may happen, good things may not. But you have to believe that good things will happen. What happened? Florida won the national championship. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. What a choke by Houston. What a choke job by Houston. That's insane. That is it. The Florida Gators are the national champions of college basketball. They win it 65-63 over the Houston Cougars. They came back from 12 points down to win it. Spencer, I'm happy for you. That was insane. What a game. I'm glad I was able to call this game. Glad we got to witness it live on this channel. And it'll be in the channel books forever. Wow. So, once again, Florida is a national champion. They win it 65-63. Thank you. Thank you, Spencer. Much appreciated. Hope to see you around for more streams in the future. With that being said, hope you guys have a safe and wonderful rest of your day / evening, wherever you're watching this from. For me, it is 11:14 p.m. Eastern Time. It is late. I am tired. As you could probably tell, I was yawning a ton during the stream, but We fought through the tiredness, overcame it, just like Florida overcame a 12-point deficit. And with that said, hope you guys have a safe and wonderful rest of your day / evening, wherever you're watching this from. Stay safe, stay positive, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream or short, whatever it may be. I'm your boy in Sportable Nation, Greg Phelps. No problem. Gators are your national champions. Good night from Unsportable Nation. Unsportable Nation out. Unsportable Nation out. Peace. Gators are your national champions. They win it 65-63 to take home the title.